hear it. So we'll give everybody a few minutes to hop on in, and we will get to it on this Saturday morning. Okay. But in the meantime, while we're waiting for everybody to kind of pile in, uh, drop in the comments and let me know where you're tuning in from. Where y'all tuning in from, watching today, joining today. What city, what state, what country? Let me know where y'all tuning in from, um, so I could tune in with you all. Okay. Yeah, everybody should be able to send messages. Okay, Diego, you in Jersey, Philly, New York? Where you at right now? Felicia says she in Cali. All right, Diego in NYC, Jason in Cali. All right, all right, all right. That's what's up. Love to hear it. Love to see it. All right, so we're gonna get ready to hop into it. Y'all know I like being on time, doing things on time, and always being conscious of time. So I don't want to hold y'all on y'all Saturday. We got a good amount to cover. We're gonna do some deep diving today. Okay, we're gonna do some deep diving today. We're gonna talk about some key things. We're gonna talk about. We're gonna have some tough love. Okay, we're gonna get into some more information about these markets. We're gonna get into some why, how, and what. Um, and as always, I try to make sure I keep everything a buck. Okay, so um, there's a lot of things online. There's a lot of things going on in the world. A lot of people talk about what they can do, but not everybody can prove what they can do. And so we're going to do a deep dive in it, and we're going to go to some facts. Okay. And then I'll open it up for questions, and you all can ask any questions about whatever we covered today, as well as the Trade Like the Pros program. Okay. So let me get ready to share my screen, and we will hop right into it. Okay. So give me a second, and we're going to hop in it. Right. Okay. Cool. All right. So welcome everybody to Trade Like the Pros. Today, we're going to be covering a good amount of information. And thank you for your interest in Trade Like the Pros. Thank you for your interest in what I have to say and what I'm talking about, as well as congratulations on your interest in learning about the capital markets, learning about things that can and will change your life if you take action. Okay, here is a disclaimer. I'll give you all a couple of seconds to read that. Also know that this video is being recorded and we will send it out afterwards so that you can have it for yourself as well. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, so I'm Dion, your coach for creating wealth through trading. Today, we're going to be talking about how to be a consistently profitable trader without risking your own money. Okay, I teach traders professional strategies to pass prop firm evaluation challenges so they can become consistently profitable without risking their own money. When I created this program, I wanted to put myself back in the shoes as a beginner trader that didn't know anything about these markets. And I wanted to say what needs to be in the program and what things need to be presented in the program that would eliminate all of the reasons and or excuses as to why somebody wouldn't learn this information. Okay. And one of the main reasons is like, well, how do I know you could do what you say you could do? Well, I'm a professional trader. We'll get into that shortly. Secondly, our results speak for themselves. We're going to get into that shortly with the people sharing their wins and stuff like that. And then some people may say, well, I don't want to risk any of my own money until I get comfortable knowing what I need to do. Well, I teach you how to practice in the simulator, and I teach you that when you get to that step, you can use other people's money to trade and not put any of your money at risk. So what I'll say is after I get done teaching today, when I give you the opportunity to join the program, literally the only reason that you will not join this program is because you genuinely don't want to, or you genuinely cannot afford it. Okay. But people make a way for the things that they want. And when people pay, they pay attention. Okay. So let's hop into it. So first and foremost, congratulations. We are now at 61 funded traders. This program, I initially opened it up on April 26th. We had our first cohort welcomed on May 1st, and our traders have been funded now for over $8.3 million. And that's why I said earlier, men can lie, women can lie, numbers don't lie. Okay. We get it. Literally since May 1st, $8.3 million. And that's one of the reasons, that we can stand on the numbers that we support. Okay. So for those of you all who are relatively new to me and don't necessarily know who I am, let me give you an introduction of myself with a little bit about me. Okay. So my name is Dion Pouncil. I'm originally from the South Side of Chicago. You may have seen me on your local or national television talking about money, talking about trading, talking about investing, different topics. And I do this in real life. So yes, you may have seen me on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, but literally, I do this. Okay. I have literally started from the bottom, bet on myself, and worked my way to millions of dollars. All right. I'm from a single parent home on the South Side of Chicago. So for anyone who is from a single parent home or have that struggle, I'm talking to you as well. I do not have a college degree, even to this day. Yes, I did go to college. I went to Hofstra University in New York. I went on a baseball scholarship, played some baseball. My whole goal there was to play professional baseball. I really can't even tell you one thing I remember outside of social life at Hofstra. Okay. I started my first company when I was 25. I made my first million by the time I was 28, and I was broke again by 29. And that was primarily because I didn't have any personal money management skills. See, in my family, when I was growing up, we didn't talk about money as a family. And we were also told not to talk about money or not let anybody in your business for a couple of reasons. One, because on the South Side of Chicago, letting too many people know you got X, Y, and Z is the easiest way to put a target on your back and get robbed. Okay, in real life. The other thing is you don't want to be bragged for or boastful. That's, those are things that we were taught. Unfortunately, even though some of those things were from love, I wasn't able to get the proper money management skills that I needed for adulthood, for life, and when I became a millionaire for the first time. Okay. So I got a job at a hedge fund when I was 30. And this is when I really learned about what money is, how the rich and wealthy use money, and how they use money to make more money for themselves. Okay. And so when I got exposed to this at 30 years old, this is when I just went crazy. I started reading and taking every course I could afford to take. I passed the Series 3 and became a professional trader. So I am a licensed commodity pool operator, commodity trading advisor, and hedge fund manager. Okay. So I was talking yesterday. I went live on Instagram and I was talking about certain things and two people. And I was saying, a lot of people say they could do X, Y, and Z on the internet. And if shit don't go in their favor or don't work out, then they just disappear. They don't have any repercussions for what they say. And I'm literally licensed, right? So I make sure that I take what I say seriously and I only state facts. One, just because that's how I live. But two, because I can be held accountable for what I say and tell people things about money, trading, and investing. And whether you join my program or not, one of the things you need to know is if you're going to follow somebody, you need to have unequivocal proof that they do what they say they can do, and they actually have the proven results that can take you from where you are to where you want to be. Okay. So that's a very, very important thing to know, to understand, and to do. After I got licensed, I launched my own hedge fund, Council Capital. Okay. And then I also co-created a course with my partners, and we currently have over 15,000 students worldwide in our various programs online. Okay. If you want to learn more about me, you could just go to dionpouncil.com. Today is not about me, but I know some of you are relatively new to me, so I wanted to give you a brief introduction so you know that I literally do this in real life, and this is not a game to me. I do this for bread and meat. Days I don't do it, days I don't eat. Okay. So this is a real life thing for myself and my family. And if I can do it, so can you. Okay. So this is what we're going to cover today. We're going to cover my why, right? Why I'm actually doing this, a brief history of the markets, what is real and what is not real for the markets, what are futures and how you can trade them without risking your own money, and then how you can join Trade Like the Pros today. Okay, if you are an action taker. All right. So why? So a lot of people say, okay, well, Dion, you made your first million at 28, you were broke at 29. I made it back and I'm doing very, very well. Super grateful. Why are you doing this though? And this first half of the first, let's call it third of this conversation, is I'm going to be explaining to you my why, because this is literally a part of my purpose. Okay. And I can say that truly, right? Jay-Z got a line saying, I know why I'm here. How about you? It's from Family Feud, is one of my favorite songs. What's better than one billionaire? Two, right? So I believe every person should have a trade that they can use to provide for themselves and their family that doesn't require them to depend on a corporation. So that's the first reason why I'm doing this. Once I got licensed, once I got into the hedge fund world, once I see how much money was really out here and how much money that I could make for myself and how my family could make, the first thing I wanted to do after I was good was to make sure that my family was good. After I wanted to make sure my family was good, I wanted to teach our community. Because when I really saw what was out here and what was going on, I knew that every single person needed to have a trade and a skill set first and foremost, because I went to a vocational school in Chicago. I ended up graduating from a high school called Simeon, which is known for sports. We just spit out athletes. If you could play varsity at Simeon in any sport, you're pretty much guaranteed to go D1, right? But what a lot of people don't know about Simeon is that it was a trade school, it was a vocational school. So your sophomore year, you had to pick a major: carpentry, cosmetology, technology, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I ended up picking technology, right? And you would graduate out of Simeon with a certificate, and you could literally go and take that certificate and get a job at 18 years old. You had a trade, you had a skill where you could start making money. They even had auto mechanics and all of those things, right? And today's world is more important than ever that you need to have a trade where you're not dependent on a job. Because if Johnny wakes up on the wrong side of the bed on Tuesday and somebody got to go, and that's it. And there is no guaranteed job. There is no guaranteed paycheck. There is no guaranteed benefits. If you get clipped, you get clipped. Okay. That's it. That's all. I know that's the tough part to hear about it, but it's real life. And you need to be able to have a skill set for you to bet on yourself. Whether it's trading, whether you end up learning trading, whether you learn it from me is up to you, but you need a skill set that you can make money every day without depending on anybody else. Okay. All right. So the next reason why I'm doing this is because AI is not coming. AI is here. AI is eliminating jobs by the minute, probably by the second. And if you think it's a game and you think your job is guaranteed and you think technology is not speeding up every single day, week, month, and year, you are lying to yourself. Okay. And I don't want that for you. All right. Now, that's my why. That's why I'm doing it. I want my people to know. I want my community to know. I want them to be empowered. I want them to be informed. I want them to be able to make educated, data-driven decisions. Now, let's go over a brief history of the market, because this is my second part of why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because like I told you, when I got to the hedge fund and I got the history and I got what was real instead of the facade that they put on social media and the facade that they put on these TV screens, I said, holy shit, if people don't wake up, it's going to be a sad day very, very soon. So let's go to a brief history of the markets real quick. So first question I have for you all, and last time I went kind of back and forth on Google, but I don't want to take all of that time today. But everything I'm about to show you, I'm going to give you the reference link and or the exact website where you can Google it in real time to validate what I'm saying, okay? Because I don't want you to take any of the shit that I'm about to tell you as my opinion. I want you to look at it as fact and you make a decision for yourself, okay? So first question is, when did the slave trade start in America? Can anybody tell me? Put it in the chat box. Does anybody know when the slave trade started in America? And somebody like asked me, well, he's talking about trading. Why is he opening up with slavery? Why are you talking about slavery? Okay. All right. So let's go to this article. On June 27, back in 2021, New York City gave a plaque, okay, basically acknowledging how Wall Street, the actual location of where Wall Street is, the top financial center on the planet, was the original slave trade marketplace. It was literally built by slaves for the slave marketplace. Okay. In 1626, Africans from Congo, Angola, and the island of Sao Tome were transported to the small town. 18 years later, the men who had to petition the local Dutch authorities to get their freedom were liberated. Each one of them received their collective 300 acres stretched from the Bowery of 5th Ave and 39th Street. That is the location of Wall Street, everybody. I want you all to see this. There is the link. You can take a picture of it. You can go read the full article yourself. You can see at the bottom it says, where the aggressive increase in the slave trade and the expansion of the city, an official slave market opened in 1711 by the East River on Wall Street between Pearl and Water Streets. And by 1730, 42% of the population owned slaves. So they started in 1626. Transporting and trading for the slaves, and during that time they had them building up the infrastructure of Wall Street, and in 1711 it became the first trading marketplace for slaves. Now, why is that important? Well, first of all, Wall Street, literally the location is still there to this day, and it's still a trading marketplace. Okay, now here is another graphic of Wall Street being literally built by slaves. So in the first picture, you could just kind of see it was just houses and some boats. And now you can literally see the infrastructure and the design and the layout of them setting up the wall to separate those streets. Another historical fact, New York originally named was New Amsterdam because of the waterways and the canals that they were setting up in the original colonization. I'm not really going to go down there too deep, but it was originally called New Amsterdam, and that's where they built the Wall Street, and that's because they were going to make it look and flow just like Amsterdam, okay? Which the Dutch were the original people who created the first stock and trading market, okay? That's something to know and pay attention and understand as we get through this. So the next question I have for you all is, when did the futures market start in America? Okay, so we just talked about when the slave trade started in America, 1626, 1711 from Wall Street. But when did the futures market start in America? Because most people, especially most Black people, don't even know that these markets exist. And for those who do, they only know about the stock market. Okay, the stock market was not the first market in America. Okay, not the first trading market in America. Now, here is the first official statement of the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, which I'm licensed under. I'm a licensed futures trader. Okay. On April 3rd, 1848, the Chicago Board of Trade is recognized as the first cash market for futures. Now that's 1848. Okay. Which is not the first for futures trading for slaves, which we'll get into here in a second. But the futures market started officially in 1848. Some of you were today years old when you learned about the futures market, or some of you were, whenever you seen my post or my ad or my marketing thing talking about futures, that was probably the first time you ever heard about the futures market. So I'm bringing this up because sometimes when we talk to our people, because we don't know about something and we've never heard about something or we haven't been exposed to something, immediately we think it's a scam. The scam is the futures market has been around from the Chicago Board of Trade since 1848. Futures were created as futures and forward contracts on slaves as early as 1702. Okay, literally. All right. So this is the part of the teaching first as we get into it. Before we start talking about trading and investing, we need to know actually what we're even talking about. Now, once the slave trade started to pick up, they started with the futures and the forwards contracts, and then the insurance industry came on. And the insurance industry was literally created to give slave owners insurance on their slaves. Here's an article to prove that. Insurance companies based in New York, including the New York Life Insurance Company and Athena Inc., which are the country's largest life and health insurance companies today in 2024, sold policies that reimbursed enslavers for financial losses when the people they enslaved died. Slaves were property. They were not considered human. Slaves were bought, sold, rented, and traded at a marketplace. Slaves were bought, traded, and put contracts on for future profits. Slaves were insured so that if they died, the slave owner could still get the profits off their property. Banks based in New York, such as Citizens Bank, which is still around, and Canal Bank, which later became part of the J.P. Morgan Chase, which is still around and the #1 bank on the planet, accepted enslaved people as collateral for loans. Okay? 1,250 Black people when plantation owners defaulted. So if you were buying a new plantation or buying a new slavery setup, you could use your slaves as the collateral. And if you defaulted on your loan, instead of them coming to take the house, the plantation back, like a foreclosure, they would just take 1,250 of your slaves as repayment. Okay? Again, the link right there is on the side, and we can post these, etc., in the replay. Okay? Now, when did the stock market start in America? Okay? This is from the libraryofcongress.com. So you can literally go to the Library of Congress and you can see that the New York Stock Exchange, which is still around today, which is the largest financial market in the world, okay, was started May 17, 1792. The Philadelphia stock market was started in 1790. So the slaves beat them, and the slave trade and the futures trading started about 70 years even before the stock market came. So most people, especially Black people, don't know that these markets exist. When they do learn about it, they only know about the stock market, and they don't know the history that the stock market and the entire capital market of America was literally built off the back of slaves. So not only are you getting sauced, you don't even know that you are literally the reason that all these billions and trillions and quadrillions of dollars are being traded. Yet, we still trying to convince people that you don't need to be trying to slave somebody for minimum wage. Right? So, when was the first time a Black person was allowed to trade in America? Okay? This is a article directly from the New York Stock Exchange website. The technological advancements of the trading floor from 1960 to 1970 were met by its diversification. The first permanent female member, Muriel Siebert, was inaugurated on December 28th, 1967, followed by the first Black member, Joseph L. Searles III, on February 12th, 1970. Blacks was brought to America. They built Wall Street. They were traded on Wall Street in the late 16 to early 1700s. The first Black person was not even allowed to trade and to trade professionally until 1970. Okay? 1970. Just let that sink in for a minute. All right? Now, the next question I want you to ask yourself, inform yourself, and learn about: how much is traded in the global capital markets daily, everybody? So when I post, I can help you make $1,000 a day. That shit is light work. That is absolute penny crumbs. Okay? Crumbs compared to what's really out here, and I'm about to show you. Okay? The global stock market, this is just stocks alone. This is no other asset class. is trading $109 trillion per day. Just the stock market. There's 7 major asset classes: stocks, bonds, options, futures, forex, crypto, and gold. Just the stock market alone is $109 trillion per day. This image is taken directly from the World Economic Forum website, okay, which is the #1 financial data resource and industry and company on the planet. Okay, that's the stock market. The global bond market. This is bonds, a completely separate asset class, over $115 trillion every single day. Every single day. So if you just take the stock market and the bond market, that's $224 trillion every single day that's available at your fingertips because of technology in the trading markets. If anybody tells you that money is unlimited, they are either lying to you or they genuinely do not know. Okay? I'm giving you absolute Snapple facts. These are not my opinions. Okay? All right. Now let's talk about derivatives, which are even bigger than the stock and bond market. Here are the types of derivatives. You have options, you have futures, you have forwards, you have swaps, and you have warrants. These are the top 5 derivative contracts. Okay? And if you want to learn more, we'll talk about that later, and or you could join the program. But how big is the derivatives market? You can go right to investopedia.com. This is not my thoughts or opinions. The market, in a word, is gigantic. Often estimated over $1 quadrillion. Quadrillion means, qua means 4, which means it's bigger than trillion, which is tri, which means 3, per day. Okay? So the stock and bond market make up 224 trillion a day. The derivatives market is literally 100 times, 1,000 times bigger. I want you guys to understand this. And our people, for the most part, don't even know that these things exist. When we struggle and we like, damn, where am I going to get this money? Because we literally don't know that the money is literally floating all around us. But we don't know what we don't know. And we don't even know what to Google. We don't even know that these markets exist. Why would I look up a derivative market when I don't even know what a derivative is? And I don't even know that what the derivative is based off of, because the derivative is based off of something. Future could be a equity index future based off of that stock market. But why would I even Google that if I don't even know the stock market exists? Okay, so just these 3 slides alone is $1.25 quadrillion traded every single day. Let me be clear, everybody. I don't care what your passions are. I don't care what your religion is, your creed is, your sexual orientation is, where you're from, who your mama, who your daddy is. Your #1 priority right now should be money. It should be learning about money, how to make money work for you, how to trade money, and how to make that money make more money for you. Why? Because the #1 game on the planet is money. You can't do anything without money. You can't even die without money. You can't even be buried without money. You can't eat without money. You can't drink clean water. You can't have free fresh air without money. Some type of infrastructure has to be set up for it to happen, for you. So you got to have it. You want to be a doctor, you need money for your practice. You want to do real estate, you need money. You want to be in corrections, you want to be a doctor, you want to be a police officer, you need money. Whatever it is that you do needs money, and you need money to do it, and you need money to live. Period. You want to take care of your family, you need money. So our number one priority right now should be all things money. I need to learn what money is, how to work it to make money for me. Period. That's the number one goal for everybody right now, is what that should be. Okay? Now, I can show you how to do that legally and successfully and consistently, but you got to know, and you got to keep it a buck with yourself, that this is the game. Everything else is smoke and mirrors. Okay? And now you got a quick history lesson how Wall Street was literally built off the backs of slaves, off the back of your ancestors. So you were brought over, your people were brought over here, built the market off top of their backs, traded them, built up the capital system, traded for 254 years, kept black people out of it, and black people just got in 1970. Okay? It's a treacherous game. People playing spades while other people playing chess. Okay, how much of the global trading is done by computer algorithms? This is another very important point, especially with all these people talking on the internet about things they don't know about. Okay, 80%. This is CNBC.com, and then none of this stuff I want you to take as my opinion. This is CNBC.com. Passive investments control about 60% of equity assets, while quantitative funds, you hear not a chart fund, a quantitative data fund, they rely on trend follow models and fundamental research, now account for 20% of the markets. So 80% of all the trades of that $1.25 quadrillion is done by computers. Okay? Now, just keep following me here, because this is the teaching part, so that we can all get informed and educated on what's really actually going on. Okay, so let's talk about what's real and what is not. And we're going to tie all these things together, so don't worry. I'm just walking you through a story. Okay, so what is a chart? This is not my opinion, everybody. You can Google this. You can literally type in Google and ask Google, what is a chart? And these are the definitions that you're going to see. For all the people who believe in chart patterns, or as soon as you got interested in trading or investing, they told you to learn chart patterns, I'm here to tell you that is 100% bullshit. And no professional traders use chart patterns, period. Okay? A chart, okay? A map, such as an outline map exhibiting something such as a climatic or magnetic variations. It is a geographical aspects. That's from Merriam-Webster. Microsoft support. Charts helps you visualize the data in a way that creates maximum impact for your audience. Cambridge Dictionary, a drawing that shows information in a single way. And it's 17 other very descriptive things that says charts are visual, graphical representations of what data it is analyzing. What does that mean? That means that the source is the data, the numbers, the math. The chart is just a visual thing for you to see. Okay? Why is that important to know what a chart is? Well, it's very important to know what a chart is if you're saying you're going to trade off of a chart pattern, when the chart pattern that's based off the chart doesn't even exist. It doesn't even exist. Okay, so what are chart patterns for those of you who are relatively new? This is the anatomy of a candlestick, because most charts are displaying candlestick charts. So let's go over the anatomy of a candlestick. These are the only 4 data points that a candlestick has, and I don't care what the data and candlestick is representing. These are the only 4. I don't care if it's a time chart, tick chart, volume chart, whatever type of chart you're putting on your data. These are the only 4 things you're getting: the high of the candlestick, the open of the candlestick, the close of the candlestick, and the low of the candlestick. That's it. If anybody tells you otherwise, they're lying to you or they genuinely do not know. Okay? These are facts. Look them up. Okay? So, what is math? A lot of people don't even know what math is. Some people will say, well, what is math? Math is math. No, math is actually not math. Math is actually a science. Mathematics is the science of structure, order, and relation that has evolved from counting, measuring, and describing the shapes of objects. So math ain't even what most people think it is. Math is actually a science, and science is the study of X, Y, and Z. It could be behavioral science, the study of behavior. It can be dental science, the studying of teeth. It can be math, the science and study of structure, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So the reason that I'm going this detailed is because we need to know the truth and we need to know what's really going on so we can get in the real game and we can actually have a chance of being successful in real life of what's really moving the needle. Because this is what's done in the big leagues. This is what's done in a professional world of professional trading. They're this detail oriented because every single detail, every single variable, and every single millisecond and nanosecond counts because it can cost you money. Because in the trading world, if you have a thought, hypothesis, a bet, or edge, you got to put your money where your mouth is. You got to put your money where your belief is. Not all this talking. Put your bread up. If you're right, the market will go in your favor for a certain amount of time till it turns around, et cetera, et cetera. But if you're wrong, you're going to start losing money. So with all the people that are talking and saying X, Y, and Z and have nothing to prove what they're talking about, let's get to the facts. Let's keep it factual. Let's learn the correct thing and let's build off of that. Okay. So what is data? Data. The meaning of data is the factual information, such as measurements and statistics. Data, math, science, not subjective visual graphics on a computer that are based off of something else. Okay? Used as a basis for reasoning, discussion, or calculation. And data has now surpassed oil as the most valuable thing on the planet. Don't take my word for it. Google it. Google, what's the most valuable thing or the most valuable asset on the planet? And in 2023 or 2022, data, information surpassed oil. Oil, okay? The world has been running off of oil for hundreds of years. And now data is more valuable. All right? So what is an edge? When we talk about an edge, when you hear people talking about an edge and getting an edge in trading, an edge is an advantage, okay? Edge is, when it comes to trading, the importance of it, a trading edge defines your technical or strategic advantage in the highly competitive market environment. When you're going to war, you need some type of advantage. You need some type of edge. You need some type of strategy that's going to give you an advantage, an edge over the competition to increase your probability of success, to increase your opportunity to win whatever game you are playing. Okay? This is extremely, extremely, extremely important. So the things that I'm teaching you here today absolutely matter, and they absolutely matter in the money game, which is the number one game on the planet. Okay? So a lot of you all hear me talking about prop firms and how you can trade without using your own money, right? So we went over where the markets came from. Well, we went over my why I'm doing this. We went over a brief history of what the markets are so we can actually deal in fact and in truth. Now let's talk about the money game and how you can execute what you are doing and what we can teach you to do. So what is a prop firm? A prop firm, everybody, okay, is commonly referred to, a proprietary trading firm is commonly referred to as a prop firm, is a company that invests its own capital in trading financial instruments such as stocks, futures, options, or currencies, rather than trading on behalf of clients or customers. The following are some key aspects of prop firms. Okay. Capital provision. Prop firms provide traders, you, me, and anybody else that they want to, with access to significant capital, which can be much more than the individual trader might have on their own. This allows traders to take larger potential positions and earn higher profits. Profit sharing. Traders typically receive a share of the profits they generate. This specific profit sharing arrangement can vary, but often involves the trader keeping a percentage of the profits while the firm retains the rest. Risk management, and I'm going to open it up for questions when I'm done. Risk management. Prop firms have strict risk management protocols to protect their capital. Traders must adhere to these rules, which can include limits on position sizes, maximum allowable losses, and other risk metrics. So what does this mean in summary? This means that a company, a group of people have pooled together some money and they're giving it to people who want to trade, and the traders are using the prop firm's money to trade, and the trader and the prop firm are splitting the bag. Now, some of you all might say, well, why in the hell would they do that? Right? We have to ask yourself, what is an investor? An investor is somebody who wants to put their money up to work for them so that they don't have to work for their money. See, most of our people are programmed that we got to work hard for our money. And we got to work for our money. And we got to work to make money. Well, rich and wealthy people don't do that. Rich and wealthy people, we put our money to work for us to make more money. One of my favorite quotes from Warren Buffett said, if you don't learn how to make money while you sleep, then you will work until you die. Okay? You have to learn how to put your money to work for you. So a group of people got together, they put their money in a pool, they put some rules on their money, and then they allow people to trade. And if the people make money, then the investor who put their money up, their money is working for them. And you get to keep the bread. Y'all split the profits. Okay? And then it's a benefit for you because you don't have to put your own money up to get in the game. So it's a win-win. Now, you just can't go in there and blow the bag. Obviously, there's rules set on the money of what you can do and cannot do when you're trading. But when I say I can teach you how to get funded and not trade and not risk any of your own money, this is exactly what I'm talking about. And this is what I do. So when I talked about it earlier, that we have 61 traders since May 1st, over $8.3 million, this is real life. We make a fuck ton of money over here. Excuse my language, everybody. I'm just a passionate person, okay? But we get to it over here, all right? And you'll hear some people talking about their wins later, okay? But everything I say in person and on the internet, I can prove with absolute facts, okay? No personal liability. Traders at prop firms typically do not have to risk their own money. Instead, they trade using the firm's capital. This setup reduces the financial risk to the trader while allowing them to gain experience and potentially earn substantial income. Okay? The focus is on performance. And again, like I told y'all, this is all Wall Street cares about. When you give your money to somebody and you say, I want you to do X, Y, and Z, all you care about is them performing, doing what they say they can do. Period, point blank. Okay? Put your bread up. Or put the performance up, or whatever it is that you say you can do in life. Stop doing all of this and get to it. And I'm literally only on this talking because I want to share and help our people. And what I say, we're actually doing, okay, in real life. All right? Prop firms can engage in various types: high frequency trading, algo trading, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay? Now, some of you always say, you'll see me posting that we got people funded from $25K to $300,000. And that's because they've went through this prop firm. They went through the evaluation. The evaluation is the rules that these prop firms put on their money for you to get access to the money. And when you pass the prop firm challenge, you get funded with between $25,000 and $300,000. And I specifically teach you a step-by-step plan on how to do that. We have 70 people in our program. 61 of them have been funded for $8.3 million. Okay, and the other 9 are relatively new because right now we're moving into cohort 5. So today, if you join, you'll have the opportunity to join cohort 5. So between cohort 4 and cohort 5, people that just started up, we got 9 new people. All the 61 people in the past have been funded at least once. So here's a quick recap of the teaching phase. Wall Street was built by slaves for the slave trade in the late 1600s and early hundreds. If you came in late, you'll be able to see this on a replay, but you can also Google every statement that I'm making right here. Okay. Futures contracts were created in the early 1700s for slave masters to get efficient pricing for slave trading. The first Black person allowed to professionally trade at New York Stock Exchange was in 1970, which is over 270 years later after Blacks built Wall Street. It is 2024, and most Black Americans don't know how to trade or that anything other than just the stock market even exists. Over 54 years since 1970 as the first Black person, and over 324 years since the creation of Wall Street, and our people still don't even know. There is over $1 quadrillion. That is a big number, everybody. Traded in the capital markets every single day. And people are struggling for minimum wage because of a lack of knowledge. And even if you take it to a religious, there's a scripture that Jesus says, my people perish for a lack of knowledge. And then when Black people get interested in it and they try to learn, they're getting sold bullshit about chart patterns, which don't exist. And that's a part of the chess that I'm telling y'all is being played. And then the ones who get through that bull crap and they still want to bet on themselves and actually take the leap of faith and learn and actually trade, the ones that actually take the leap are like an infant trading against an advanced robot. Because first of all, you got to get through the BS, then you got to bet on yourself, then you got to try to trade, you got to try to get an edge, and you try to do this manually, but you've been behind for 324 years, and you like a newborn baby who don't know anything, but you competing against the Terminator. The math ain't mathing, y'all. It ain't making sense. Okay? So I'm here to help you. So before we get into the Trade Like the Pros program, I'm going to let you know what the price is up front. Okay? I don't sell dreams. This is not free. This session is free. I'm giving away free game, and I do it on the internet sometimes, and I give away content. My course is not free. My course is for people who believe in themselves. My course is for people who want to bet on themselves. My course is for people who want to take control of their financial futures today, take action, get after it, and start using money to change their life, to design the lifestyle that they want to live. Okay? If that sounds like you, today and right now, I'm going to invite you to join the program. All right. So after I give you the price, I'm going to explain to you everything that's in the program. The teaching part is over. You can watch that on the replay. If you want to learn more about the program, you can stay in here. If you want to join, I'm going to drop the links here shortly. Okay. All right. Trade Like the Pros is $3,000. One payment up front, $3K today. Or you can split it up into 3 payments. $1,500 today, $1,500 in September 30th, and $1,500 in October. Okay, let me get you all. I'm gonna start dropping the links, and then I'm gonna get ready to tell you what you can get in, or what you're going to get in this program when you sign up. Okay, so give me a second, and I'm going to drop these links here for you all. Okay, if you are a veteran, or if you are 25 years or younger, there's a one-time payment fee of $1,500. Okay, that is our scholarship for veterans and or people who are 25 or younger. Okay, those are the links right there. You can literally sign up right now if you want and join the program. You can start taking the program and get immediate access right now. Okay. This is our veteran and young adult scholarship, $1,500, one-time payment. So when you join, this is what you're going to get. And for people who are joining late and you missed the teaching part of the session, this is recorded. I will send out the recording after this. And that was the part of the teaching. Okay, now we're going to talk about the actual program of Trade Like the Pros. When you join, this is what you're going to get. And I'm also going to open it up for questions at the end. Okay, when you join, you're going to get the course, you're going to get the community, and you're going to get the technology. I'm going to break down all of that, but that's what you're going to get. Those are the three things. The course, I'm going to teach you. You're going to get the community, myself, and everybody that's in there. And you're going to get the technology. I'm going to give you 2 automated algorithms to help you fight in the battle of algorithms. Okay? All right. The course, you can complete the entire course in 3 hours. It's Saturday. Some of y'all binge 3 hours on Amazon, Apple, Netflix, Hulu, YouTube last night. Okay? You can complete the entire course in 3 hours. You can watch it 24/7, unlimited. You have unlimited access to it. Okay? You can watch it online. You can watch it on your phone, on your tablet, on your laptop, and on your smart TV. Anywhere you got a screen, you can watch this course and change your life. Okay? Second, the community. When you join, you're going to get 1 free one-on-one session with me. I charge $10,000 an hour. You're going to get a free session with me one-on-one when you join this course. Once a week, I trade live with the entire community. And we trade together. And we trade with the algorithms and we chop it up. And we're there live. You can ask questions about the course. You can ask questions about the algorithms. You can ask questions about what's going on in the economy, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Once a week, we all trade together. And then also you're going to get the private Discord community specifically for people who join Trade Like the Pros. I have a free Discord community that's open to the public. Right now it's about 800 people in there. And then I have another community where we have all of our various programs. Okay. Those are free unless you're in that program. And then specifically for Trade Like the Pros, you will be in there with the 70 people that are already in the program. Okay. The technology. When you sign up today, you're going to get 2 computer automated trading algorithms. The first one you're going to get is Trojan, which is the funding hack algo that we use to pass the prop firm evaluation challenges so that you can get funded and use their money to trade so you don't put any of your money at risk. Okay. The next algorithm you're going to get is Maverick. We call this the 1K a day algo. You get to keep Maverick for a year at no additional charge. You're going to get Trojan for the free for the first 30 days. Okay, so you're going to get 2 algorithms. Trojan, free for the first 30 days. Maverick, free for a year. All right, when you join. Now, let's take a listen to what Bailey had to say. Is Bailey playing? Oh, it might be under present. I got that. Yep. All right, let's see if we can get Bailey's testimony rocking. Give me a second.
First, thank you, Dion and team. Trade Like the Pros is it. From that initial phone call, within that same week, I was funded. Within 2 weeks of following the rules, I hit my goal to get my first payout. All of that within a month, outside of my initial investment to pay for this course. I didn't have to risk any of my funds, like from the fundamental, the technical, the strategies. You're going to get everything that you need to take you to the next level. Most importantly, the most value I found is that risk management. Like that self-control and discipline is everything. And I'm just so glad that that's something that they talked about in this course. Like the courses you get, you can go at your own pace. The community of everybody that's just encouraging one another. Like I appreciate it all. And I'm thankful, and I just want to say it. I, thank you.
Yes. So shout out to Bailey. When I offered this program on April 26th, she was literally the first person to sign up. She was also the first person funded, and she was also the first person to get paid out from the prop firms as well. She gets after it. Okay, so again, everything that I'm talking about today and everything that I'm showing you all, we do this in real life. Okay, so you know, this is what happens when you bet on yourself. Okay, and we made Trade Like the Pros unique in this way. Okay, and everybody, you can still see my screen, right? Somebody come up on the mic, tell me you can see the screen. Okay. The course.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, cool. You can still see the screen. All right. So the course. Okay. You will learn what trading and specifically day trading is. Okay. You will learn about the futures market. We just talked about the futures market being around since literally the 1700s. You will learn 4 professional trading strategies with the step-by-step math on how to execute them with a high probability of success and risk management. You will learn how to use computers to do the trading for you, fully automated. Now, this is a very important distinction to know and understand, everybody. I'm going to teach you how to do this first so that you have the skill set in the trade, because once you learn, you can't unlearn. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And once you have it, nobody could take it from you. And I mentioned this earlier in my why. I want you to know this first. And then we use the automated trading algorithms as the cherry on top. Okay. You will learn what a prop firm is and how to pass their evaluation challenge to get funded between $25,000 and $300,000. And as I just mentioned earlier in the beginning, we have over 61 people funded since May 1st when I opened the program, and over $8.3 million of funded traders. $8.3 million since May 1st. It's August 30th, 1st. So within 3 months, we've already done $8.3 million in funded traders. Okay, let's take a listen to what Jeff had to say.
Hello, Motivators family. Hey, I'm JB. I'm the one you send and posting all the winnings. And you can do the same thing too. All you have to do is make a determination to get with a program that really works. And Trading Like a Pro is a program that really works. I've been with the program now or Dion, for about 3 years or more. And the winnings, well, they speak for themselves. But you can do the same thing too. Self-control, determination, discipline. That's what it takes. And patience. Make a determination. Decide for yourself. Do I want to be watch everyone else big wins, or do I want to do the same thing? Do I want to make my own wins? But you can do it. But you have to stick with the program. You have to make that determination and put in your mind that whatever it takes, I'm going to succeed. And you can succeed. So, trade with Dion with Trading Like a Pro. The program that really works. It's not fake. Dion's not fake. He's real. He's the truth. The program is the truth. Just stick with the program. Make a decision for yourself, and you will be successful too. Have a good day.
Shout out to Jeff. Jeff has made over $100,000 in real cash payouts trading futures with us this year. And that 100,000 was like maybe a month or two ago. So he probably over $120, $150 by now. Okay. And you can ask these people and see these people in the general chat, and or when you join the program, you can literally ask them, talk to them, see what they're doing, what is real, you know what I'm saying, and going through it as well, okay? Because it's powerful stuff, all right? Yes, I teach you how to trade without risking any of your own money. So part of the issue, some people say, oh, Dion, I can't join the course because I don't have no money to invest once I get started. I'm going to say this in plain English again, in general, and for my people in the back. I teach you how to trade without risking any of your own money. I don't know if I can make that any simpler. Okay. The community, you're going to get the community. You will join over 800 people in our overall Discord community and over 60 people specifically in the Trade Like the Pros program. Okay. Think about having a group of friends where everyone is like-minded. talking about money, supporting, and helping each other every day. All right. You're also going to get the technology. I give you 2 exclusive, fully automated algorithms that trade for you. I have multiple algorithms on the internet that are sale for people. Give me a hint.ai, general, open for the public. I have several algorithms for my hedge fund clients only. I created these 2 algorithms specifically and exclusively for Trade Like the Pros. Trojan, the funding hack algo that helps you pass the prop firm evaluation challenges, okay? And Maverick, which we call the 1K a day algo, all right? This is why I get so energized teaching people this funded trader system is what you're going to learn when you join. And if you want to join, the link is right there in the comments. You can click on it and you can join right now. You can get access to the course and the algos right now, okay? The biggest challenge that may be stopping you from reaching your current financial goals is you might not have any disposable income and all your money goes to your bills. I understand, and I've been there. As I've mentioned, maybe you might have been late. I'm from a single parent home, Southside Chicago. I still have no college degree until this day. So I've been in struggle situations. If you genuinely cannot afford the program at this time, this program is not for you. This is not your bill money, your pamper money, your rent money, your car note, your livelihood. This is disposable so that you can invest in yourself and get educated. And then once you join the program, I teach you how to use other people's money. But I don't want you to spend your last on this because you're going to be too emotionally attached to the money. And you're not going to, your judgment is going to be clouded. And it's not going to be an effective way for you to trade. So if you genuinely cannot afford it, take your time, save up, plan, and then join the program when you can. If you can afford it and you choose not to, God bless you and good luck. I hope it work out for you. But in that real world, nobody's going to be looking out for you. And if you do decide to get into the trading world and you don't join this program, good luck because you're going to be competing against us and our algorithms. Okay? Okay. Some people may not have the skill set that can generate you dependable income on a daily basis. Like I said, when I went to high school in Chicago, I went to Simeon. It was a trade school. They taught you how to cut hair. You did cosmetology. You could do auto mechanics. You could do carpentry. You could do plumbing. You could do technology. You could do things that you came out of that high school with a certificate and you could start using your trade to make money every day. Most people have been programmed to pay $100,000 to $200,000 for a piece of paper from a school and don't get a skill set or a trade. And then they got to go beg for a job. And then the job is saying, where's your experience and what are your skills to be able to come in here and execute? And you like, oh, I got this piece of paper and I was just in school for 4 years. And now I'm $200,000 in debt and I need you to give me a job so I can pay off this debt. No, that's a vicious cycle, everybody. Okay. So my goal when you join Trade Like the Pros today is to teach you how to trade, not only to give you a trade, but now you have a skill set that you can bet on yourself and you can make money every day. I'm going to show you how you can trade 22 hours a day, 6 days a week from anywhere in the world that you have an internet connection. Some of you all follow me on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, and you see me travel all over the world this year and for the last however long you've been following me, because I travel. And I show you I'm literally trading poolside in Dubai, or I'm by the ocean in Greece, or I'm looking at the double tower boat looking building in Singapore. You literally see me trading, making bread in real life. Okay. And some of you all say, well, how are you going to trade 22 hours a day, 6 days a week when the stock market only open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4? You're right. The stock market is only open from Monday to Friday, 9 to 4. But the futures market is open from Sunday to Friday, 22 hours a day. And the crypto market is 24 hours, and the futures and the Forex market is 24 hours. But most people don't even know that these things exist or what to do, right? This is what I'm going to teach you. I'm going to enable you with the skill set and the tools so that you can be consistently making a minimum of $1,000 a day. And we do this all with trading less than 2 hours a day. So no, you don't have to sit in front of a screen all day. You don't have to be in an office. You don't have to be suited and booted on Wall Street. You could do this from anywhere in the world. You got internet access, and you could do this for less than 2 hours a day, and you could easily make over $1,000 a day. And I only use $1,000 because if I say any number bigger, y'all not even really going, it's not even going to register to y'all. But when you join the program, I promise you, your biggest battle is not going to be learning the strategies and executing. Your biggest battle is going to be greed, because you're going to see all that money at your fingertips and you be like, damn, I need all that. Okay. So here's my offer for you today to join Trade Like the Pros. It's one payment of $3,000 today, or it's $1,500 today, $1,500 next month, and the $1,500 the month after that, split into 3 payments. Okay. The chat box right here on your right side and here has the links pinned right now, and you could join the program. You see the one-time payment special, you see the payment plan special, and you see the scholarship. The scholarship is there if you are a veteran or if you are 25 years or younger. You can get the entire program for one payment of $1,500. Okay, if you are a veteran or you are under 25 years old. Okay. All right. So let's take a listen from Lisa.
Hello, my name is Lisa, and I'd like to give a testimony regarding Trade Like the Pros. I was one of those skeptical people back in March when Dion was trying to tell us back in Miami, but I was there joining the workshop and then also hanging out, learning other things. But now, when I went through the whole understanding how future actually worked and the tools that Dion gave provided to us, OMG. So I am so excited. I have 7 accounts right now funded, and it's $275,000 totaling. So I'm so excited. My first payout is supposed to be July 31st. I got 2 accounts that are pending, so I'm hoping that I'll receive the approval sometime next week. But if you are hesitant, I will say take your step. Jump out there and take trust in your stuff, trust in this process, because it is legit. I am so happy, so happy that I joined in May, and now look, 2 months later, I'm ready to look into my first payout. It is so exciting, and I'm learning more and more each and every day. So thank you, Dion. I truly appreciate you. Bye-bye.
Yes. My pleasure. And since this, I probably need to get an updated one from Miss Lisa, but she didn't pay. She didn't been paid out several times, and I think now she's over like $500,000-$600,000 in funded accounts. Okay, so shout out to Miss Lisa. All right, so you can complete the entire course within 3 hours. You can pass your trading evaluation within 7 days, and you can receive your first payout within 30 days. All of this is 100% doable. You can trust the process, take it step by step, one day at a time, one trade at a time, one account at a time. Okay. Now, let's hear from Khalidra.
I just came by to give my testimony concerning Trade Like the Pros program. It is real. You will win. And if you do it once, you can do it again. Like everything in life, there are levels to everything. You have to practice to be consistent. But trust me, if you get in the program, Dion will teach you everything you need to know in order to be a consistently profitable winner. Um, I've been with the program since cohort 2. And I've known and worked with Dion and his wife, Dominique, for about 2.5 years now. And everything that they have taught me, they have done it in a way that simplifies something that for so long was kept from us. And I have been able to master it in a way and be profitable and start building generational wealth. The Trade Like the Pros program is not for you if you don't believe in yourself, if you're skeptical and you don't want to try or just jump out on faith and at least take the risk of learning a new skill. Like anything in life, there will be ups and downs. I have won some, I have lost some. But I will say that one thing no one can take away from me now is the skill that I have learned. And with that being said, once you see it, you can't unsee it. So if you want to be a profitable, consistent winner and at least learn something that someone can never take from you, Trade Like the Pros is for you. Dion will be with you every step of the way. He is always in Discord. He answers every question. And there's a community that is great where we uplift each other. So I encourage anyone seeing this testimony to believe that you can do it, trust the process, and there's no mentor like Dion.
Hey,
Thank you so much, Dion, for all your help.
yeah, shout out to Khalidra, okay? And she's funded for over 100 bands, all right? So when you join, this is what you will get. You access our Trade Like the Pros course to learn how to trade. There are 3 milestones in the course. You can complete the entire course in 3 hours. Milestone 1, you're going to learn about futures and how to trade them for daily profit. Milestone 2, you're going to learn professional trading strategies and then how to use computers to do that work for you. Milestone 3, you're going to learn how to pass prop firm evaluations so that you can get funded between $25,000 and $300,000 and trade with their money to grow your wealth without risking any of your own money. So when you join, this is what you will get. 2 automated trading bots, Trojan Algo, which is going to launch your trading journey at the professional level by getting 1 bot to help you get funded for over $25,000 to $300,000. And then you're going to get the Maverick Algo, which is to use the second bot to trade for you to capture daily profits after you've been funded. Okay, so let's take a listen from Whitney, who is a former WNBA player.
I just want to give a huge shout out to Dion for creating the Trade Like the Pros program. I'm somebody that has wanted to become a profitable trader for a long time and really understand the concepts and the strategies and really what it takes to become a profitable trader. This program literally takes you step by step on how to do that plus more. Not only do you learn the true knowledge, the math, and the strategies that literal professional traders use, you also get a step-by-step guide on how to use other people's money to trade with. This has been a huge goal of mine, and literally within 3 weeks of taking the course, I was able to get $250,000 in other people's money to trade with. Then to top it all off, you also receive a semi-automatic to automatic algo that you can use that can do majority of the trading for you. So I am super grateful to be a part of the Trade Like the Pros program. Dion, thank you so much for creating this course. And yeah, to me, it is a no-brainer. If you want to be a profitable trader, truly learn the strategies behind what it takes to be profitable and learn how to use other people's money to trade, this is the program for you. So once again, thanks, Dion. And yeah.
Yeah, my pleasure. Shout out to Whitney. Okay. So when you join, this is what you will get: a one-on-one coaching session with me. Okay. We're going to be able to kickstart your journey with a personal 1-hour session to set up a strong foundation for success. So whatever you need to cover in that one-on-one, whether it's the course, the algos, the strategies, trading strategies, whatever it is that you're thinking and you need to get work through, I'm literally there for you in a 1-hour session with you. Along with, you also have the course. Okay. When you join, this is what you're going to get: exclusive live coaching and live trading Zoom calls. So once a week, I get on there and we go in and we live trade and we actually implement the exact same strategies and algos that you're learning in the course. You can get there and see it in real time. This is where you see us joining as a community and everybody running it up. You see me posting the wins on the Instagram and the Facebook stories and stuff like that. A lot of those be during the live trading calls that we're doing together as a community. So you don't feel like you're at this or doing this alone. Okay. Now, you join these Zoom calls one time per week for 3 months, covering any of your questions about the course, the strategies, and trade alongside me live. And then afterwards, you could just join whenever you want, whenever we have the live sessions. All right. So let's take a listen to what Felicia had to say.
Dion, thanks so much for creating Trade Like the Pros and for structuring it in a way that's so simple and easy to follow. I can say I was very skeptical about taking the program and about trying to learn futures, as I tried to learn years ago and I was very unsuccessful. I didn't think it was possible for me to learn futures. But the way this program is structured and how you've made it so simple to understand, I quickly started to pick up on futures, how just to understand the terms and the strategies and all the tools that you gave us. I can honestly say that this is probably one of the best programs that I've ever taken. The strategies that I've learned in this course will make me a consistent, profitable trader probably for the rest of my life. Learning strategies that professional traders use, I mean, what more can I say? I mean, I feel like I'm trading like one of the professional traders. And then the tools that we're given throughout this course to help us be profitable, the only thing I have to worry about is controlling my emotions, following the rules, and just having a little self-control and discipline. And you learn all that through the course. You learn risk management, you learn your strategies. Everything you need to be a consistent, profitable trader is taught throughout this course. So I couldn't ask for anything else. And I guess the icing on the cake is that I'm using other people's money. I don't risk any of my own money. I mean, it really doesn't get any better than that. I can say this course was everything that I was told it would be and more. I am now very confident when I sit down to trade. And the best part about it is I don't sit in front of a computer all day, every day. So it is great. I love it. Thank you so much, Dion. And thank you for opening my eyes that there are things out there that are better. So thank you so much.
Yeah, shout out to Felicia who funded for over 150K. So here's my offer for you today to join Trade Like the Pros, okay? It is one payment of $3,000 or 3 payments of $1,500. The link is pinned right there in the chat of this session here, right there on the right side of your screen. And if you are a veteran or you are 25 years or younger, it's one payment of $1,500, okay? So why join now as we get ready to wrap up, and I'm going to open it up for questions, okay? Our team has the expert tools and passions to help you succeed. By joining Trade Like the Pros, you're going to gain expert guidance, direct access to professional traders, proven strategies, battle-tested methods to navigate and profit from the markets, ongoing support, continuous assistance to refine your skills and your strategies. I'm always in the Discord. My assistant is always in the Discord. You have 24-hour access to the Discord to send us messages, 24-hour access to send us emails, okay? Let's take a listen to Cassidy, who is our youngest student, who's only 21 years old.
Hi, I'm Cassidy Miller. I just joined the Trade Like the Pros program. I'm 21 years old. I have been learning, trading, and investing from Dion since I was 17 years old. I joined because I believed I could become more successful and also use other people's money while trading. This course is very straightforward and very easy to understand no matter where you are on your trading and investing journey. I have been funded already over $100,000 in less than a week of me purchasing the Trade Like the Pros program. I'm also getting over $2,000 on my first payout already from my funded accounts. Thank you, Dion, for helping us to continue to run up the path.
Also going to have to edit this because now Cassidy has over $700,000 in funded accounts. So shout out to Cassidy. So if you're ready to transform your trading, we'll get you set up with immediate access to our comprehensive course vault. Number 2, you're going to be coached directly by me. Number 3, you're going to learn professional, proven strategies that you can use to make money on a daily basis. And then number 4, you're going to be able to use the computers to do the automated trading for you. All right. This offer is limited to only the next 9 spots per month, as the spots will fill up fast. You can see we only got 70 people in here. I don't like to overpromise and underdeliver. I don't want to have 1,000 people in here right now because I'm literally giving the one-on-one session to everybody. This is cohort 5, technically starting tomorrow, September 1st. Okay, and this offer is available for the first 9 people. Okay, so it is $3,000 of one payment or $1,500 of 3 payments. You put your $1,500 in today, you get full access to the course. You get full access to the algorithms. Now, some people will say, okay, well, if I spend $1,500, do I got to wait for the program to be dripped out? No, you get immediate access to the whole program and the algos. We operate on the honor system here. If you do the payment plan, I'm expecting you to finish your second and your third payment. I'm giving you the course and the algorithms up front. Now, am I going to chase you down for this money? No, I'm not. Okay. Karma, God, whoever you think and believe in is going to do way worse than I could. Okay. Be an honorable person. If you sign up for the $1,500 or you take the payment plan, just finish the payment plan. You know what I'm saying? Just be an honorable person. The energy you put out is the energy you're going to get. If you sign up for the veteran one-time payment and you're not a veteran, am I going to chase you down? No, I'm not. I'm going to let karma get you. Okay. If you're not under 25 and you do the one-time payment, I'm going to let karma get you. I'm going to still teach you. I'm going to still give you the sauce, but whatever happens, happens. All right. I hope just operate in the honor system. We give you everything up front, whether you do the full payment plan. The full payment today or the payment plan. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to open it up for questions. Feel free to type your questions in the chat or hop up on the mic and ask me a question about anything that I covered today, whether it was the teaching part, whether it was the course, or whether it is, anything that I may have not covered for you. Okay. If you have any questions, just drop them in the chat. I try to make things clear and plain. So, and answer everything up front. But if you all have continued questions, also you could join the Discord for free. The Discord channel that's open to the public, you'll get that in the replay email as well to join the Discord. You have the links right there to sign up. And tomorrow, September 1st, we're getting kicked off at cohort 5. And then we have our live trading session coming up for the week. Any questions? Okay. It's 12:22. I don't want to hold you all too much longer. So if there are no questions, I'll go ahead and end this. Shout out to Miss Lisa. I see her in here. Vic was in here. I think I seen Whitney and Diego. Yeah, a bunch of the Trade Like the Pros people in here. Glad to see you. Shelly, what up? See you. Just joining. But yeah, if you all don't have any questions, we'll go ahead and wrap up. I don't want to hold you too much longer on your Saturdays. Feel free to hit me up in Discord, IG, Facebook, if you have any questions. For those of you all who just joined the program, congratulations. And you all should already have access to the program now for the ones of you all who just joined up. And then everybody else, I will see you all in this coming week's live trading session. Okay? Love, light, peace, wealth, great health, and abundance to each of you guys. I will drop the replay to this in the Discord, and we'll send it out for email when it's done loading. All right? Peace.